Welcome back, everybody. Captain Krista Stedman with Austin-Travis County EMS. I am here with Communications Commander Angela Vorhies. Commander Vorhies, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
So Commander Vorhies is going to join us to talk a little bit more about communications. We kind of touched about some stuff with Clinical Specialist Green earlier, but we wanted to dive a little bit deeper. Commander Vorhies has been with the department for quite some time. I won't ask how long because that would age both of us. But we did want to get a little more in depth with communications. And since you've spent your career in communications, you're a great subject matter expert. So just sort of take us through, what your experience was like. You've worked every rank in communications in this department, essentially, right?
I have. I came in as a paramedic. I was a field medic before I came to communications. And when I got there, initially, I ate a lot of crow because I had no idea just how much goes into call taking. There are so many little nuances to how we receive the call, process the call, make sure that the call gets out to the correct unit. There's just so much that actually goes into it. I was really taken aback. So I started out as a call taker. Once I was cleared to call taking, I decided it was time for me to move into a dispatch role. So I started training on the radio, and there for a long time, that's what I did, is I just was doing call taking and radio. And then I was like, I think I need a little something more. And that's where Austin EMS is really great, because communications is a career path. I came in, did call taking, radio, then I decided I wanted to train, and so I became a captain. I did captain for a very long time, which consists of training in our new hires, training people on the radio, training people with just-in-time CEs and things of that nature, and making sure that our up-and-coming medics know what we do and how we do it. So then here recently I got promoted to commander, and it has opened my eyes to even more things that we are capable of as a system. One thing I do want to stress is this job is limited only to your imagination. You can come in as a call taker and you can go all the way up to Chief of Staff, if that's what you set your mind to.
And that's a really good point that you make, because it is important to remember that our communications medics are sworn employees at Austin-Travis County EMS.
Yes.
So they're able to promote up within the same rank structure as our field medics and everybody else. So you yourself are a commander now. You said you spent a number of years as a captain. Mm-hmm. So your next spot up would be division chief and then
Yes.
assistant chief. So
Yes.
you truly can climb the career ladder from either side, from field or communications. So definitely something we wanted to stress. Mm-hmm. So talk to me a little bit about the communications command role and what you do on a daily basis.
So on a daily basis, basically I oversee our comm center. I oversee our EMS portion of CTEC, and I make sure that our call takers have what they need, dispatchers have what they need, make sure how our system is looking as a whole. Do we have openings in certain areas of the county that need to be covered? Are there big events going on that may require additional units, and making sure that those units get moved up before the need, as
Sure. opposed
to trying to backfill after the need is already there. I also make sure that our field medics are getting what they need. If they've just come off a really intense call in 100-degree heat, do they need a little bit of rehab time to get some water in them, get some Gatorade, eat a meal? So things like that, and making sure that the system is running as a whole. I also communicate with other agencies and their management system if we're waiting on something, like if we're having to wait on, a police officer for
Sure.
an assault victim, or if we're having to wait on, the fire department for a collision. I make sure that all of our crews are getting what they need.
Thank you again, Commander Vorhies, for joining me. And I do, again, just want to stress, being a communications medic with Austin-Travis County EMS is just as much work as being a field medic. It is a different kind of work. As somebody that's done some of it before, not quite as much as you have, but it is equally challenging and rewarding, and we would certainly encourage anybody to apply. It is important to remember that our communications medics and captains and commanders are just as much of a part of the team as everybody out in the field, and that's why they are so valuable to us. I can't tell you how many times working on an ambulance I have been forever indebted to some of our communication supervisors, because they really do look out for us, and you guys do an amazing job. And thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will be back with more.
Thank you.